Hey, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to, I don't even know what the date is, but it's what he said with Kevin Walker, the Wednesday night edition. Honestly, that's kind of the only edition that it is Wednesday nights. That's all we do is Wednesday night. So welcome to what he said with Kevin Walker this Wednesday night. I got my main nigga behind the trigger, T Money. Terry O'Neal, what's up, bro?
What's good? What's good? AKA Guillermo.
Uh, what's up, man?
Yeah, man.
How's everybody doing tonight, man? I hope y'all having a magnificent Wednesday night. Happy to be amongst the living. Here with us this evening. We got three magnificent topics to hit you guys with tonight. Probably the last thing we're going to touch on is polyamorous or a throuple. Are you interested in either one? And why would you choose one or the other if you were forced to choose? Which one would you choose? So we'll even define what both of those actually mean. They're sort of the same thing, but kind of not really. So we'll discuss in contrast the two, what they mean, what one means versus the other. Also, would you date out of your financial tax bracket? And how far would you date out of your financial tax bracket if you would? And once you step out of your tax bracket, what about when that person can't help you? When you've been the one giving all the help, doing all the doing, and now you need a little bit of support and they can't give you that support. How would that make you feel in that moment? So let's start with that one. I ain't gonna even discuss the other topic for the night. Let's start with that one. Terry, we gonna hit you with it, bro. So if you making $100,000 a year and you meet the finest little prettiest thing, excuse me, that work at Jack in the Box, she making maybe 23 grand and you making over 100 grand a year doing what you do, would you step out of your tax bracket to date them? I mean, real nice. Hey, great conversation, smart girl. She just an underachiever. She at Jack in the Box, bro. She looking for somebody like you who can push her to greatness. Would you even give her a chance? What's up, Ty?
Well, I've been living on this premise since I had a car. And I try and look at the big picture. So when I was 18, 19 with a car, my take on it was, damn, she fine, she pretty, but she at the bus stop. Now, my thing was, I'm looking at the big picture. If I pick up off this bus stop, not only do I pick up off the bus stop, I become her taxi. She got to get to work if she got a job. She got to get, because if you're a real man, you picked off the bus stop. That means you ain't gonna let her ride the bus to work and ride the bus back home, especially if it's late night. So, or if when we was growing up, everybody didn't have a wash and dry in their house. Now I might have to take her to the washer tier. I'm looking at the big picture in that. So at that point, no. But as grown as I am now, I'm too old to be trying to lift a motherfucker up to where they should have been already. So, yeah. But I guess it really doesn't. At some point, it doesn't matter for the simple fact when you meet the woman, you don't know her status. You know what I'm saying? Just like the woman meet the man,
True that.
she status. And if
Hey, but T, she on the bus stop in her Jack in the Box, the McDonald's uniform. So you know where she worked.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no reason for me to stop. I know what Jack in the Box at if I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for me to stop. Yes, you just over my lifetime, that can be, and that's on both sides, men and women. That can be a grave hinder to men and women. Let me tell you something. one of my worst pet peeves is to hear a woman that's been with a man for 15, 20 years, and you see them and they, oh, well, me and James ain't together no more, but, I'm back with mama now and I'm in school. Forgetting the fact that you 45 years old, why you wasn't in school them 15, 20 years when you was with James trying to better yourself. That's probably why he left your ass, because you wasn't trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, I have to say this, it has the person themselves has a part to play. But if you realize this person that you met ain't trying to better themselves, because you got to understand, if they ain't trying to better themselves, they're a hinder to you, because number one, y'all ain't on the same page. Y'all ain't going up. If you dealing with her that's not trying to do nothing for herself or for the relationship, guess what? You gonna still be up here and she gonna still be down here.
Okay. Okay, well let's take that same energy to another level.
Okay.
Let's say this young lady has a college degree and just been kind of hard on her luck getting to where she needed to be as far as her academics go. But she's smart as hell. She has very intriguing conversation, but man, she don't have that fire she needs. She needs somebody to light that fire in her belly. Is Terry the one to light that fire, to give her a chance for that fire to be lit? And she can prove, hey, look, here go my accolades. I'm a college graduate. I'm not just a high school graduate. I'm a college graduate. Are you the dude when we say, because you use the term on that level. So that's why I want to go back and visit the on my level thing.
Okay.
So level, are we talking financially or are we talking educationally?
That's even worse. For the way I see it, that's even worse for a woman to have her accolades, and if she need a man to light a fire on her, she got more problems than anything, because her belly should have lit a fire on her a long time ago when she wasn't eating. You got all these credentials and you're not eating, you hungry. It's something wrong with you within. You lost something along the way, because if you got a master's degree, some people have double masters, and I get it that you may not have a job field, but you should have a job somewhere, some type of career doing something. It should be a man or woman that has to come behind you and light a fire, because if you've made it to this point, you've been self-driven the whole way, and you should be glad.
Okay. No, I'm glad you said that. So let's go a little different route. So let's say she got her degree and she had to go get the immediate job, because let's say she got a baby when she was in high school.
Okay.
So she go to McDonald's, she go to Jack in the Box. She got to get this job in the moment until she can find that next level type financial situation for herself.
Okay. Well, we're going to do one that's a true, because it's hard to find a woman with a master's at McDonald's and Walmart. But I'm not saying that they're not there. But we're going to even go further. Let's use the stripper aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this club shaking my ass because I'm trying to finish college. Now, what's the percentage of strippers that finish college other than Diamond on the Players Club? You know what I'm saying? It has to be some type of percentage. But again, you have to, even if you meet a woman, because a lot of women you will meet in the club that be dressed to the T, but you meeting that person. You don't know if this person got roaches in their house. You don't know if she ain't washed clothes in a week. You don't know none of that. You meeting this person. You might meet this person, and some dudes will fall in love with a woman within a month of time before they even see the house in it, before they even get something. But I think instinct is going to play a lot in that, because if you have a woman that a real woman with her credentials is going to lay it on the table for. I got this what I got, this what I've done, this is what I've accomplished. Right now, I just lost my job due to COVID, due to whatever it is. She's gonna lay it out for you. KK them, KK and them, man. Yeah, well, I was over there, and then I got to work late one day, and well, where you went to school at? Huh? Over there for Will and OS and Alameda, CLC? Yeah, I know, yeah. No. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna let you know.
So what about when you meet that woman? Because sometimes we, like you just mentioned, and I would absolutely agree, we get into matters of the heart.
Mm-hmm.
We get into matters of the heart and we fall in love for whatever the reason may be. It really don't matter if it's
Right.
financial, if it's sexual, if it's even because this woman treats me better than anyone I've ever dated treats me, or we can have real conversation. I've never met a woman that I could have real conversation with. So let's say you run across that woman in that moment and she's where she is and you fall in love, matters of the heart. Sometimes the heart won't what the heart won't, and you can't override the heart. But now y'all in a situation because you gave her a chance.
Okay.
Something comes up financial. I'm gonna give you a chance to think about your answer because I'm gonna read what Tyon said.
Yeah.
Something comes up in the moment to where now you've been carrying the load, T. You've been carrying the load, and you need her to step in and aggressively help you get through this moment. You ain't saying you got to have this situation or have this financial opportunity to carry us, but I need you right now to be able to step in and help me with this load. Think about your answer. I'm going to read what Tyon said.
All right.
She said he could have, talking about a man that she met, she's saying that he could have fallen on hard times, had a baby, he has a baby, got divorced, and don't make the amount of money that isn't on her financial level. Then she said, I'm not gonna degrade him because of his low income.
Right.
That's what Tyon said. Give me your answer. Rocket knocking at the door. Let me go let her in.
All right.
Go respond to my last one.
Tyon, I truly agree with you. One of the problems that men have is women. Let me say this. One of the problems that black men have are black women. Because whatever the situation may be, I don't know where black women get to feel like they can tear a man down and that will build him up. No, it won't. You tear a man down, you it's like you breaking. You take a man's dignity from him, you done broke him. Now, I would help people. I would help somebody, but most of the time, when you give that help becomes, or people feel that is your weakness, and they'll try to take advantage of that help. And that's where everything. I hear people all the time say, "Shit, I'm gonna have to check your credit. What my credit got to do with your credit? My credit don't have."
I've heard. Yeah, you're right.
If you with the man and he's a good man, I don't care. Like you said, he might have had some downfalls before you met him, and his credit got bad. But whatever the case is, what does credit have to do with your credit? But again, I believe that you can meet somebody, and y'all could be good, and you could be toting the load, but at the same time, when the tough get going, you're supposed to get going with the tough. So if you help, we're not asking you to be stupid, because being stupid is when somebody calling you just met talking about, hey, how good is your credit? Can you sign this car for me? That's stupid. Yeah. But when you want to help someone, when you're helping somebody that's genuine and they totally receive it and totally appreciate it, that's something different than somebody saying, okay, I need this here, and then when you look up $100,000 later, you've been taken advantage of because of their kindness.
Yeah, I just think, when you talking about helping, sometimes help is just that help.
Yeah. Huh?
A point to where I almost feel like I need to carry you on my taxes. Now it's to the point to where if you're an adult and I'm an adult, to where I almost feel like you using me to a certain extent. Um, I've never personally been in a situation or dealt with a woman to where I've had to lead with my finances. I know dudes do it, and because they do it, hey man, I just come to expect and realize that's what some cats do in some situations. I'm just not that dude. I don't go
Well,
into a situation with a female trying to impress her financially.
well, and it's just not me, and this is really one of the sad parts that I'm finna touch on. It's sad that a lot of these, and I won't speak about the old heads. I know it's a few old heads out there, but if you 40 years and under, you've been bred that you need to get a nigga with some money. That's the bottom line. You've been bred for a nigga that you need to get your nigga with some money that's gonna take care of you. But again, what happens when a nigga say now after 10 years, nigga say I'm tired and he leave you? Nah, because you've been letting him take care of you, now you don't have nothing. Mama done died and gone, daddy gone. What you doing? You got 2 kids and they ain't for the nigga. And he said, I'm done with this. Now what you gonna do as a woman?
Yeah. No, you're right.
You know,
What's up, Trisha? Trisha said hello. Shannon said, what's up? Tyan said, it's not about impressing anyone. It's more about doing things together, like as a couple.
yeah, but you got to get there first, Taya. I mean, you think about this, and I'm gonna be real as real can be, ladies. Every one woman that's on this podcast, I would even go in to say every black woman in the world has turned down a man for some feature
Say it
that
again. You just broke up. Turned down for what reason?
every woman in this world, black woman, has turned down a man for some feature. Whether he had one of them titties on his ear, he had a missing tooth, whatever it was. And you got to understand when you turn that man down, that man could have been a millionaire. He could have been the best man in the world for you. Now you look back over your life, you saying, and you seeing, damn, that's the one I should have had right there. But you turned your collar down. That ain't the one you wanted. Because at that time, again, you didn't want a man with a missing tooth. And all you had to do was say, hey, come on over here. I got you. You got that money. I'm gonna show you how to get that tooth fixed. Now you got the perfect man. I know that growing up when women was little girls, they all had a long ass list of what you wanted in a man. Oh, by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna have a house with a picket fence, a car, 2 kids, a dog, the whole 9. When you look up at 30, you done most of that shit yourself. Then by the time you get 45 and you look back at your list, the only thing on that moment, everything been crossed out but a man. Because you done turned your collar down so many times. And at least Jim would have came and hammered a nail in the wall or something. But Jim had that missing tooth, so you don't fuck Jim. Oh, that go pretty
Yeah,
boy.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I had a list. I used to say I don't want a woman that smoke, I don't want a woman that drink, and I don't want a woman that has kids. I had 3 things I used to always say in my early 20s because I had neither one of the 3. So I didn't have those situations or bad habits, smoking and drinking. And so I didn't want to date a woman who did those things. And I still don't want to date a woman who smoked.
Yeah.
Uh, so, I mean, to each his own and what you're looking for. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with a list. I mean,
Yeah.
we all subconsciously make lists, so to
Right.
speak, of what we want and what we don't want, what we're looking for, what we're not looking for. So I think as we get older, I would absolutely agree that list diminishes
It's sure.
greatly.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I can say I don't want on that list is still a woman that smokes. I can deal with the kids and I can deal with a little alcohol in her life,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
back then I wasn't doing either one of them.
You need to add yellow to your list though.
Why did I know you were gonna go there?
Yeah, but
So you saying aside from that, I also should add a dark-skinned woman, well, light-skinned women to my list of don't wants.
Yeah, you got to put yelling don't wants, because that's not your forte right there at all. You're not.
So let me run this scenario by you, T. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and before we get to one of the other topics, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier, and she said that her and her husband had gotten a divorce. All right. I wish she was on here. She could really explain it better herself. But her and her husband had gotten a divorce, but she was still living in the home that he lives in with him.
Okay.
And she's still driving the vehicle that has his name on it.
Okay.
But she doesn't want to be married. I said, so you're telling me you want all the bells and whistles, you want all the perks of a situation of a married couple, but you don't want the mustard on your hot dog.
No, I don't think it's that. I think that it's just what I've been talking about all evening. He's dependent. When they got a divorce, because he's a good dude, he says, okay, you can stay here till you find somewhere else to go.
Hold on, let me tell you this.
Okay.
She's dropping a couple of $100,000 a year herself, damn near.
Okay. Well, why you can't get your own shit in your own car?
Boy, that's what I told her today.
What's the problem? I'm not understanding. You know, especially if y'all divorced and y'all ain't doing nothing. First of all, if we divorce, you need to kick rocks. Somebody, I mean, we got divorce means part, go separate ways. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, that makes no sense to me. Because eventually, what's gonna happen is because I'm sure he's probably still respecting her and keeping the little women that he got away from the house simply because she's there. You know,
and he's a truck driver, so he always on the road.
Yeah, give me his number. I'll kill all that noise.
You want his number or hers?
I want his number. I want her number. Shit, give me his number. Because it makes no sense. I mean, that makes no sense. You should have stayed together.
You know, I kept telling her today, I'm like, look, I don't know your husband, so don't think I'm advocating for him. But what he'll say is, and I asked her,
you broke.
Have you ever did something?
You're breaking all the way up.
Can you hear me better now?
It's not hearing you better. You just, that's that AT&T.
Ooh, what about now?
Yeah, you see you talking and then you're not moving. And then when you're moving, yeah. See, he clocked out, he gonna clock back in. Give him a second. Here you come.
Here was my question to her. I said, have you ever did something or said something in the moment that you wish God would just hit the reset button and give you opportunity to take back what you did or take back what you said? Just hit that reset button. Huh?
I'm sure she said yeah.
She did.
You know, because everybody in the world did. Everybody in the world has. If everybody could reset, I mean, come on, you have people. I have, everybody in the world has people that they wish they could get a do-over. You know, but the real thing is life wasn't designed for a do-over. You know, either one or two things happen. You missed it, or God ain't really want you with that person. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, it's an old cliche in the Bible. Like what God put together, let no man put us under. Period. You know, so you have to, everything that happens, you have to, I mean, whether it ended in divorce, I mean, if it ended in divorce, it wasn't consecrated. It wasn't right at all. So
but here was my point for asking that question.
Okay.
My point for asking that question was the point that I was trying to get across to her is that as human beings, it's normal and natural for all of us to err and make mistakes. And sometimes, and since you brought up the Bible also speaks about being slow to anger. So I think a lot of times in situations, instead of us controlling our temper or controlling our tongue, holding our tongue in the moment and coming back, revisiting that conversation, we have a propensity to say things in the moment that we regret forever.
Right.
And I just think if you know you've said some things personally and you've done some things personally, how can we not at some point look to someone else and forgive them for their faults, forgive them for their shortcomings? Because how can I hold something against you when I just did the same thing 20 minutes earlier?
Well, what I know and what I've been on, it it doesn't have to even be anger. I know that people say what they mean, what they say. Now they may not have meant to say it at that time, but if they said it, they meant it. Um, you know, people are different from all walks of life, man. And it's like if I'm somewhere and somebody talking about Kevin Walker, then I'm gonna simply say, "Hey, man, you don't need to talk about him like that. He not defend himself." Now, if that talk persists, then I'm gonna defend him because that's what family do, you know. But whether somebody likes me, it doesn't matter one way or another, um, because they not putting no food on my table. They not doing anything. I wake up to every day. If I can find somebody that hate me, then that means every day I am doing something right. I can't stop. I'm gonna continue to be me, but for somebody to hate me that don't know me, then they don't know me because everybody that know me love me to death because I'm that type of person. I don't make enemies. There's not nowhere I can't go, you know. Um, and I mean, even with past relationships, and I don't leave nobody mad. Can't nobody ever tell you that. I mean, I've done stuff exes that I was with 15, 20 years ago or longer. You know that I was. But I mean, you gonna pay me. I'm gonna get paid. But at the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Well, at the kindness of my heart, even though you're gonna pay me, because I don't have to do that. I'm good at what I do. That's for that service. So that's what it's gonna be. But yeah, I'm still stuck on. We can't stay in the house after we decide we signed the paper, man. They know you. First of all, the house gonna be in the decree. Shit. If it's mine and you move in, hey, it's been real, but I'm sorry. And if we got it together, the house is gonna be in the decree because we're gonna do one or two things. We're gonna set it. I'm gonna light that bitch on fire. But it ain't gonna. Ain't no one person get it. It's just. And I'm not to the point yet. I probably won't ever be to where I've been working towards something for 20 years, and then it becomes a divorce creep to where I've been breaking my back, and then you try to get the house. I got a problem with that. So yeah, I'm gonna fight you tooth and nail about it because I know what I've put into it. Period. So yeah.
Yeah, I sort of like went through that same situation in divorce. It wasn't really a fight. I mean, we agreed, when it came up to sell the house. Um, hey, she didn't want it, I didn't want it, so it wasn't really nothing to even fight about. I think our final situation came down to how it was going to be sold, and how the percentages were going to be split versus if it was going to be sold. So, we totally agreed that, hey, yeah, we're going to go and sell it and do what we do. What's up, Stephanie Porter? So, look, let's hit this last point.
There you go.
a polyamorous relationship, or what they call a throuple, which is 3 people in the situation. But here's the difference. Okay, so polyamorous, as defined, normally means that the woman sticks with a man and the man sticks with a woman. So if there are 2 women, the man will be able to sleep with both women. If there's 2 men, the men will be able to sleep with that woman, one way or another. So the throuple, as defined, if you Google a throuple, everybody, THROUPLE, 3 people, meaning it's just willy-nilly, man on man. And sometimes they get with a woman, or it could be 2 women that get with each other, and the man join in where he can. I'm not a throuple guy myself. Men don't intrigue me. I don't want no hugging, no nothing at all, period, ever, no situation. Do I want that in my life with another man? I'm sorry, that's just not me. I don't knock nobody for who they are, what they do in their moments. But for me in my moments, that ain't how we gonna get down. I'm sorry. So if I've got to choose, if I've got to pick a lifestyle, I think I'm 125,000% sure I'm going polyamorous.
Yeah, it's gonna be a short topic right here. You know, I ain't just speak for itself. I mean, it pretty much speak for itself because now I would put a twist on the question and say, would it be private or public? Because see, now that's a different little twist.
I think if we're talking, go ahead.
See, because
I think if we're talking polyamorous, I think polyamorous is definitely a public relationship because people are gonna know you've got 2 roommates. If I had 2 women living with me, people are gonna know I've got 2 women living with me. We ain't trying to hide how we live. I'm a grown ass man. Yeah. I get up and go to work every day. I pay my bills. Don't nobody, the same way we just talked about a minute ago, like I take care of me. So I don't have to hide how I'm living. How I'm living is how I'm living. So if I got 2 women living with me and that's my choice, that's how I live. Anybody who don't like it, can get off what they got on.
Yeah, but I mean, but let's flip the script. You got a woman with 2 men living with her. That you know what I'm saying? It's that. I mean,
hey man, look, let's be real. It's gonna be a bunch of women jealous of the motherfucker. They ain't gonna talk that. They ain't gonna talk that talk, but mentally they thinking that talk. They really jealous of that woman with them 2 men because she can get it how she want it whenever she want it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So man, these women out here, bro, they worse fucking nymphomaniacs than what we are. Let's be real. They want it just as much or twice as much.
For sure. Yeah, but yeah. You got another topic?
No, nigga, we gonna talk about this. Ron Love say, if a man can marry another man, why can't a man be married to 2 women? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See, look, Stephanie Porter say she'll take 2.
Yeah, because she like that. She nasty. Yeah.
She so said she'll take 2. Stephanie, you'll take 2 men. You'll take 2 men and be married to the 2 men, Stephanie. Or are you saying you'll take 2 penises at one time? I'm trying to get it clear. What exactly when you saying you'll take 2? What are you asking for? What are you saying? I want to be clear. I don't want to put words in your mouth. So Nicole Rogers, oh Lord, here come Nikki Black. What's up, Nikki? Nikki said, I would rather have a husband and we can find us a woman. Okay. Stephanie says she would rather do 2 men.
I'll go for all that. Yeah. Yeah, nigga just won't change the subject.
No, I'm just saying, man. So so what was the other topic? I forgot the other damn topic anyway. Soon as we start talking about polyamorous, everybody jumping on there. They want to discuss polyamorous.
Because it's gonna be one and the same. All the women want 2 men. All the dudes want 2 women.
Not Nikki. Nikki just say she want a husband and they can go find another woman. So
Okay, that was the third piece.
just saying.
Yeah, that was the third piece.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, like I know I can't think of the comedian name. There's a comedian that has been living a polyamorous lifestyle forever. Light-skinned brother, been doing comedy a long time. I can't think of his name, but he call them his wives. He talks about his wives in his stand-up. Real funny brother. I can't even think of his name. But he talks about that. Say it again?
Call him dudes.
Yeah, he talks about his 2 wives all the time. Look, say man, there's people out here, if we real about it, that's living a whole situation. They call it the lifestyle. Man, they swing, they whole weekend is swing. That's what they do. So I ain't asking you this because I don't want to put you on the spot and sis coming in and beat the shit out of you in that room.
Oh, I don't care.
But
let's get it.
What man wouldn't want a situation with 2 women?
Oh, I never
like
said that.
On the regular. I'm saying on the regular.
Yeah. I mean, especially if there's rules and everybody's following the rules and regulations. Yeah, of course. I mean, but then but you might, you got a guy that might just want that one woman, and then they go find another woman or another man if that's what she wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yvette Francis saying she want a house man and a working man. One of them take care of the house and the other one take care of the bill.
See what I'm talking about? That's it.
I'm just saying. Nicole Rogers say, I know, I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so excuse me.
Let's see what Nicole said.
I know one said, and that was because I was better than he was with her. No, I see what she said now. Yeah. She said she was better. She said she was better with the woman than what her dude was.
Yeah.
Ron Love say, in today's world, you would end up with 2 crazies. Now, hey, say man, look, let me tell y'all something. If I had a chance to undo a whole bunch of bullshit, I probably would go back to my ex-wife and just apologize. Because, boy, it's a bunch. It seems like every motherfucker I meet falling off the deep end of the rocker. That's crazy as hell.
What color your ex-wife?
Black than a motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about. I told you.
I mean, there's some. But look, that ain't no secret. Everybody who know me know my choice of a woman is chocolate. I love chocolate women. Like, I just don't think when the light come through the window, man, that little beam of light glisten off their body different than a light-skinned chick. I ain't knocking light-skinned women or saying nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying darker-skinned women look different laying in your bed naked than light-skinned women do. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Well, your 2 minutes right there. And every week he got to get a little 2 minutes of fame, man.
2 minutes of fame, man. He say he want his chance at success. I'm gonna start grabbing my puppies, putting them on here, and letting them get a shot on the show. Anybody want Cane Corso puppies? Anybody want Cane Corso puppies? Your opinion. What's my opinion, Stephanie? Let me hear what you got to say. And the name of the show is What He Said with Kevin Walker. So, yes, it pretty much would be my opinion or Terry's opinion. That's my sis looking in the room about to hit you with a hammer.
Hell no.
And the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Oh, yeah, dog. Oh, so, Stephanie, you considered as a brown-skinned sister. I ain't saying you light-skinned. At least, Denise, you don't have a chime in on the show. You was offered to be on the show. You can still pop in right now. You can pop in right now. We've got 21 minutes left in the show. You can just pop in on screen, read our 3rd question of the night, and be our guest for 20 minutes on the show, because we do have one more topic to discuss. So I'm gonna give you like, hold on. Nicole said, Terry, remember I beat your ass in them domino? No. She said, my Bella would love to see your little puppy friend.
I was finna say, yeah, okay. Bella Yorkie. Bella Yorkie. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. We can see what's good.
Yeah, Elisa, and dark chocolate is the healthiest. I would totally agree. Yeah, she said Bella's a Yorkie.
Bet.
Tell what you got, a female or Bentley is a male, huh?
Yeah, that what gave it away, the name?
Yeah, pretty much. I had to think about it for him. Like, I was getting Bella and Bentley confused. Like, wait a minute, Terry got Bentley. Come on, Elisa, I'm waiting on you. Hop on in here and read that third topic. The chocolate with the cream is better.
Oh, okay. You ain't gonna get no
That's
arguments.
what Nicole.
Yeah.
That's what Nicole Ross just said.
You can't get no arguments. I go
Nicole,
for that.
you making it. You putting that nigga on the spot. You making that nigga mine.
Not me. Kids and dogs, mine.
She said I never sent her a link. I didn't send a link because you never responded when I asked you if you were in. Tayun said, are you talking light brown or light bright?
Not light bright.
So let's talk about dating.
Let's get it.
And the dating pool and how the dating pool stands. Like all bullshit aside, seriously. So here's my opinion about, well, let me put the question out there first. We all have preferences, let's be real. Everybody got a preference of what they care for. Now, whether or not you end up marrying that, dating that, getting that, sleeping with that, we all have a preference. Sometimes our preferences are based on our past. For me, that's totally not true. The first girl I ever dated in my life for the longest, and Terry, you know, was light bright. Shit, who was brighter than Kelly? Light bright, damn near white. But what I found over the years as I matured and grew older, blacker the berry, sweeter the juice, I got more attracted to a darker skinned female. Now, it's honestly like, for me, I can't push away from the chocolate. I prefer chocolate. So what do we think? What do we think? Kurt Green said, hold on. Almost all of the darker skinned women I know are mean as hell. So
yeah.
What do we think our preferences are built on when it comes to dating? Like, what do we look for? And why? Why do we think we look for a certain thing?
I think, honestly, people joke about this, but I think that for us growing up, I think it was a season, you know, because, and I remember a time in our lives around the time they Kelly, shit, did nobody want light. It was light brighter down there white. But until I had some dark skin, then I saw, well, wait a minute. I've been tripping with myself. I've been missing out on this over here. I don't single that out. But now, you know, the older you get, the more you mature. For men and women, you know, if you're a man, I'll say it one more time. If you're a man, you like women. You like women. It's not. You don't even really have a preference, because I know. I've seen black women that can be identical to light-skinned women, and of course the personalities are two totally different. And in each instances, I might go over here to the light skin or go to the black skin. It's about your preference. You know, we know that light skinned women gravitate to dark skinned men. We know that. We see it all the time. But I don't know if that's a myth about it, man. You know, now big guys in with big dark guys in with beards. They in now. You know, they in for real. I'm on social media all the time, and I well, ain't nothing like a big old thick dude with a beard. They in. But here's the thing, you know, a lot of women will stereotype that man because they think that in their mind somewhere, because one of their homegirls got a chubby dude with a beard that's got a little change. So now I want a chubby dude with a beard. That don't mean he broke as hell though. You know, we know some. You know what I'm saying? We know some that's living from paycheck to paycheck. It's all about the preference. And most of the preferences be driven by money. Because as a man, big, little, tall, fat, skinny, black, dark, light, it don't matter. As a man, a woman, a black woman, the number one preference on her list is you gotta have some money. Or you gotta have some type, and I get it. You know, we was talking about levels earlier. Most black women levels are so freaking high. You know, I seen a caption, Kevin. I think you sent me this caption where it showed, you know, this is what I'm bringing to the table, and then it showed the woman's table broke down like a motherfucker. It was all mildew, broke down, but she ain't really bringing shit to the table. But she want the whole table.
Yeah,
you know, and
yeah. Ron Love said the only difference between dark skin and light skin is that a dark skinned woman's vagina is much pinker than a light skinned woman's vagina.
But boy, Dave, for sure.
It's easier to Ron. When you dating that dark skinned woman, it's easier to find that vagina when you put the cover over your head. Well, I would hope it's easier because it's pinker and not you smell where you're going. So let's be clear about that. If you can smell it, abort mission. Abort mission immediately. Abort mission.
Let me.
So let's go back and check out a couple of these comments. Stephanie Porter said, I don't have a preference of the skin color. It's just how they treat me as a woman. Yvette Francis said, Ron Love, what? You heard that man said, dark skinned woman coochie is.
It's technically it's the same color on the inside. It just kind of pop with that dark skinned woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to do this before we end the show, before we get too far gone. I know a lot of people that are on here supported Elisa Denise with her book that she's writing called Molded Memories, right? And that's the name of the book. I don't want to say it wrong. Molded Memories. She wrote a book. She had a book release party last Sunday at what's Scott Gurton's place now? What's it called? Prospect Park. She had a release party at Prospect Park last Sunday, and she's not here tonight. So I just wanted, on behalf of her, man, to thank y'all for supporting, because it wasn't nothing but Sterling now. And she went to Lamar. But let's be real, at Sterling, we're a community. We show love to one another. So we're trying to get these Redskins up to par with supporting their own. And I hope she put this on their page, because people talk that shit about Yates being so supportive of other Lions, and there's nobody that support their alumni like Yates. And man, Yates and Wheatley, like, they go hard. No, they don't. They just go further back. They just go back into the 40s and 50s maybe. But they don't go harder than Sterling. I don't think nobody goes harder than Raider Blue. That's just me talking. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fuck it. But I doubt it.
So what you saying? She need that reset button to go
yeah,
back?
She should have. Hey, bottom line, she should have went to Sterling.
Yeah. I mean, how you gonna say
should have went to Sterling? But let me tell you something. Her parents knew. Her parents knew she couldn't handle going to Sterling. She couldn't handle going to Sterling. They didn't have fights at Lamar like we had at Sterling. They had to send her somewhere where she could be protected all day. Felicia Williams said, I have no preference. If he's breathing, that's my preference. Just teasing. This is what a male friend told me. Okay. Ron Love said Sterling Raiders for life. Elisa Dene said, was that support or a slug? I'm confused. Laughing my butt off. How can you be confused with me telling everybody thanks for coming out supporting you? What's confusing about that? It's not a slug. Lamar ain't shit. Sterling is the better high school. Lamar, Sterling, which one would you choose? We'll choose to go to Sterling. If we had to do the 80s all over again, the people who went to Sterling would still go to Sterling. All them nomads that went to Lamar would be coming to Sterling to be somebody. Y'all, sports programs sucked. Absolutely sucked. Where could you go to get a better education in the 80s than going to Sterling? Going to Rothschild. We had the better administration. I'm just saying, I could go on and on. Anyway, Felicia said, okay, Kev, she's, I think she means she's going to get here. See, Kurt said you got that right. Kurt agreed. Thank you for all the love. Nicole Rogers said, well, hell, they are now having fights at Lamar. See, now they're killing each other at Lamar. They want to fight. Oh, Lord, Nicole, I know it.
That's
so then Ron Love said, man, the 80s, though. And Lisa said, Sterling men love Lamar women. Who do you know at Sterling that even dated somebody? Ted, do you know anybody from Sterling who dated somebody at Lamar? Name me one person, because I don't know any couples where the dude went to Sterling and the female went to Lamar.
Well,
I'm honestly trying to figure out one, because I don't know anybody. Because there were no women. Yeah, there were no women at Sterling that looked at Lamar. I'm sorry, there were no women at Lamar that looked anywhere like the women we had at Sterling. Don't get me to naming the women of Sterling.
But it wasn't even
because it wasn't nobody. But look, I'm saying it wasn't nobody at Yates. It wasn't nobody at Madison. It wasn't nobody at Lamar. Man, look, come on. We had Kathy Bowe. Like, what? Kathy Haller. What? Kim Sanders. What? Come on. Who did y'all have? Well, name one. Type one name on here that can mess with the stallions of Sterling. We got women now that's not even holding on no more. And some of them I just named still holding on. Remember tall ass Stephanie Walker back in the day? Come on, man. T.
But you look.
They couldn't fuck with us, bro. Lamar, couldn't nobody around handle the women from Sterling.
But you got to understand, though, back to you don't know nobody that dated a woman from Lamar. Well, that's because, no, first of all, we're not going to pass 8 schools up to get to the white school. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't worth our time. You know, so and they couldn't come where we hung out on the weekend because their parents wouldn't allow that. You know, so that's the main reason why we know no one that dated somebody from Lamar. But you know, I'm not gonna school bash Lamar because they turn out some. Yeah, don't worry about it. We're gonna
take you a drink of your bubbly.
Yeah,
you're parched right now. Your brain ain't functioning right. You're a little dehydrated. So, no, but that, I mean, you know what? I have that rant on my heart that I really want to get that rant off my heart because I'm tired of people always talking about Yates alumni, Can't nobody alumni fuck with Sterling. And I challenge Lamar. I challenge Worthen. I challenge all of them. Hey, let's do a day in the park. Let's just set a date in the park in October, and let's see who had the biggest turnout. I guarantee you Sterling be jumping more than anybody else.
Let me tell you
I
this.
guarantee you.
Let me tell you this. I went to Dreams one Sunday a couple months ago, and Yates was having a reunion now. Swear to God, looked like an old folks home in that motherfucker, red and yellow. I bullshit you not. And I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't know that this was the old folks coming to Jesus meeting over here today. That's what it was, and it was 100 of them, man. And I'm like, God damn, what time they passing? They was toasting Geritol and shit, man. I'm like, well, what the
Was it?
fuck?
It probably was the class of 67 or 57.
Oh, this was 80. This was 82, I think, 83, something like that.
82 makes sense because that would be what, 40 years. So 82 makes sense because that would be 40 years.
Yeah, it was like 82. I was like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, I went on inside. No sense me being out there with them old ass people.
Shit, yeah. Get you one of them sugar mamas out of there.
No, sir. No, sir. Ain't that much sugar. So look.
Run Love say laughing my ass off. Lisa Denise said, y'all are hilarious. I love Sterling Madison Yates. Yada, yada, yada. It's 30-year reunion. No, ma'am, it's 35. This is 2022. It's 35 years, not 30. See, then not only going to Lamar, can you not add? So from 87 to 2022 is 35 years, ma'am, not 30. Come on now, I need you to get this together. That
okay.
2017 was 30 years from 87. I'm gonna help you out on that. And homecoming is coming up soon. So tell your little Lamar contingents if they want to get on, meet us in the park.
None of them white folks ain't coming. None of them white folks ain't coming over there. Stop it. We got to go to Memorial Park.
Yeah, for real. Hey, but look, before we close out, I do want to thank everybody again on the serious tip for supporting Missy Lisa's Denise Molded Memory Book, for coming out to Prospect Park last Sunday. I'm sure she's going to do something else to say thank you to those people for supporting that. I've got something coming up for what he said with Kevin Walker that I'm going to do for everybody that supported me for this year on this endeavor. Also, I'll be burying my mother in 3 days. On Saturday, I'll be burying my mother. My mom had been suffering for a really long time with Alzheimer's, and she ultimately succumbed to renal failure due to some negligence on behalf of some people. So unfortunately, this Saturday, we'll be laying my mother to rest on Saturday at Mount Hebron, where Max Miller is the pastor. That's 7817 Calhoun. 7817 Calhoun. I've been trying. Okay, let me say this on here too. I've been trying to get in touch with Nina, or I know her name is Anissa, but she's got Nina on Facebook. I mean, Perkins, because I don't know what the weather's going to be like. So instead of trying to do something outside, I want to see if we can pay her to maybe rent out her building. I've reached out to her a couple of times. She called me back once and I missed her. So some of y'all that know her personally, maybe Ron or whoever, man, let her know that, you know, she got my number. Let her know to call me back. That's why I'm trying to get in touch with her to solidify this deal. I got a company that's catering the food or what have you, and I just need a solid structure. I don't want to have everybody in my home, but if I have to, I will, because that's the plan right now. But I thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all support. Man, y'all see this dude right here on the screen? Man, him and Cedric Jenkins, that's Terry O'Neill and Cedric Jenkins, man. That's what friends look like in a time of need. That's what friends look like, man, when you're at, I'm not going to say your lowest moments, because I know my mother is in a better place right now. So, man, I thank y'all for supporting. I thank y'all for y'all phone calls. I thank y'all for y'all prayers. What you got, T?
You summed it up, man. You know, Kevin has been saying that's his mama, which it is. That's my mama.
Our mama.
Right. We've been in the trenches together. You know, only time that she wasn't my mama's when she was whooping Kevin ass and I went home. You know, Other than that, that was my mama. But yeah, we really appreciate all the thank yous and get wells and blessings that y'all bestowed. I just ask that y'all keep praying, keep doing what y'all do. Can't nobody, it ain't never been said somebody had too many prayers. Stop praying. Don't never stop for me. People be praying for my sanity because I know I'm crazy as hell. But yeah, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. We really, really appreciate y'all.
Hey man, look, before we go, I really wish. So we have a text stream. The funniest thing every morning I start my day with is Terry and Trishana tearing each other ass up in the mornings. We have a text stream where we all say good morning to each other. Myself, Terry, Cedric Jenkins, we're the only guys on there, but my cousin Nicole Cartwright's on there. A friend, Chastity, you guys don't know, she's from Brenham, Texas. Man, it's Kim Sanders is on there, Trishana. And we have fun every morning just saying good morning to each other. They got a running joke where they start bouncing on each other's head. But this morning was epic. I wish I could share with y'all like the back and forth. I don't even know how to put it up here. But it was funny as all get out, man. And sometimes you need to wake up in the mornings to a lighthearted, a light-spirited moment. And man, this man, again, as I was about to say on this screen, man, has been a brother to me for many years, for over 40 years when I first met him. And man, they never disappointed, always have been there, always been a brother. And as a man, I'm not ashamed to say that I love this man for who he's been to me personally. And life wouldn't be life without him. I'll just be totally honest. I believe that you have to give people their flowers while they can still smell them. And the one thing that he can vouch for right now, when you talk about a friend, me and this man been friends for over 40 years, and we never had an argument, not one day in our life. Not one. Never an argument. If it's something he want to do and I don't want to do it, fuck it, I go along with it, or vice versa. Because everybody can't always get their way. But man, the ride has been joyful with this brother as my brother. So, hey, look, hug somebody, man. Tell somebody you love them. Go ahead, T.
I ain't gonna cry, nigga. You can cry. You can do all that shit, nigga. I ain't gonna cry.
Yeah, hug somebody, man. Tell somebody you love them, because you never know when that day will be the last day you'll get to see them. Don't leave words unspoken. Kim, if your ass ain't sleep, you know you're saying, I was on Do Not Disturb. That's the shit Kim tell me, bro. She was on Do Not Disturb. Mind you, we just left each other 10 minutes ago. So when you we ain't going to go into that on the show. So on behalf of Terry O'Neill, this is what he said with Kevin Walker. See y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.